Do you ever buy something and you really badly want it to be good, but no matter whatever you do, it's just not? Well, that brings me to this. A Humvee I bought like 2 years ago and proceeded to drive from California, where I bought it, all the way back to Kansas. And let me say, this thing is awful to drive. It's awful to sit in. It's awful to look at after you've sat in it for a long time. And I think the reason for that is, it's only got 100 horsepower. And I feel like if I put 1,500 horsepower into it, it would be even better. You still won't fix the fact that it drives like a cinder block, but you know, it'll make the cinder block faster, which is more important anyway. So guys, over the last 6 months, we've been working to put this supercharged LSA motor into this Humvee. And the question has been, will it be better if it has more power? Well, I guess we're gonna find out. Now it's time to see if the Humvee will start. I'm not sure, it's been sitting here a long time. All right, baby, come on. Come on, no, don't die, don't die, don't die. Yeah. As for the most important moment, we'll still move. Oh, she's doing cinder. Hold on, we need to go ahead and have some fun for a second. Let's see if it'll crawl.
The suspension's great in here.
Yeah, the suspension's awesome.
Feel this way.
On my knee. Yeah, I'm probably just game to forget this idea. Just not even do it. The problem is everybody keeps asking me where the Humvee's at. I'm like, well, it's right here, but it's just awful. All right, what do we got around here we can climb? Oh, does it still keep going? This thing, I think like 1,350 miles home, and it still has 1,900. Why'd it die? Son of a Oh, I figured it out. I'm back to crawling around this stupid ass Humvee again. This Humvee's dumb as probably needs hooked up, I imagine. Why does it smell like hibachi food in here? All right, guys, here's the thing, right? It's been a few days since we worked on the Humvee, and there's been a really good reason why. Because we didn't really have a good engine for the Humvee, but our new engine for the Humvee just arrived. Like I was saying, we need a new engine for the Humvee, right? Right there is a Cadillac CTSV, which, if you don't know this or not, has a supercharged LSA motor in it. And yeah. She's gonna become the new parts donor for our Humvee. So first thing first though, we gotta get it off the trailer. All right, let's see if I can pick myself up a Cadillac. Well, this is a good moment to notice. I'm not sure how much this Cadillac weighs, but I don't know if this Caterpillar will actually lift it because it might be too heavy, so we'll see. God dang, it lifted that way too easy. Voila! Well, there we go. There's us a brand new Cadillac. Obviously, this is going to be our new Humvee engine, but the biggest goal is to get it started and at least do a burnout with it. These blocks looking good. Oh, f***ing pricks!
Oh, they chopped the juice block.
That sucks. I want to hear this thing run. So, guys, here's the thing, right? The hood, just the way the hood latch is, it's just not really quite working the right way. But I think I have a feeling I can open it. Give me a second.
I think you did more damage than good, but okay.
What do you mean? Look how good we can see the engine now. Nothing's touching the crank pulley, which is good. I think the engine looks like it's okay. Anyway, guys, as I was saying, this is a supercharged LSA motor, right? They come in Cadillac CTSVs and also in Camaro, one of the Z Camaros. And it is the factory supercharged LS motor, right? And I'm thinking, if we're gonna do something in the Humvee, we want it to be reliable, we want it to work, boom, nothing more reliable than a factory supercharged engine. So all we gotta do now is get this bad girl out of this car because Look how much power it made. It had to make so much damn power to crash like this. So we're gonna take it out and put it in the Humvee so it makes so much damn power we can do this to the Humvee. So the thing is, we bought this Cadillac from an insurance auction. As you can tell, it kind of had an issue up here in the front, like it hit something really hard. Well, we hope the LSA motor's completely fine. There's nothing wrong with it, but this valve cover's pushed over a little bit. The tensioner's broken off the supercharger. Just some random stuff like that. So hopefully, fingers crossed, there's nothing wrong with the cylinder head on this side. All right, guys, there's too much Cadillac left, so we're gonna remove said Cadillac. Got it. Anybody want a nice piece of used Cadillac, just let me know. So here's our plan, right? The engine won't come out of the top very easy at all, but these cars are designed for everything just to drop out the bottom. So, see this aluminum thing underneath here? That's a subframe. We're literally just gonna drop all the bolts, pull all the suspension out, drop this thing out the bottom. Guys, as everyone knows, if not all the bolts will come out, you persuade them. And the bolts for the exhaust won't come out, so we're gonna do a whole lot of persuasion. You know, what's sad is somebody probably paid a lot of money for that exhaust. It's officially time to undress the engine out of her Cadillac. I know we've forgotten about 20 things to unhook, but we really don't care about any of that. So we're just gonna pull the bolts out of the subframe, start lifting it up and see what, you know, gets caught. Oh, she's coming out. Boom. There we go, that's it. The Cadillac has officially donated her heart to the cause. Now that we got the engine out, the thing is that we was kind of worried about with this thing, right? Is this thing was in such a hard collision that it broke some things off the front of the engine and it pushed this whole valve cover and everything back. What we want to make sure of is that the cylinder head isn't broke. Hopefully, it just bent the bolts. The bolts are definitely bent, which is a good sign. That looks good. We are good to go. Need to put a new pulley on it, new valve cover, and she'll be ready to rock and roll in the Humvee. All right, guys, here's the issue. Our Humvee over there has very, very limited space in it. I think we're gonna take the supercharger off and then lift this whole engine transmission combo up and then carry it over there and try to put it in, and then we'll try to put the supercharger in after the motor's already in the Humvee. But we might have done all this work and it might not fit. I'm kind of excited for an LSA. Everybody rants and raves about how awesome these things are. I've never actually had the opportunity to do anything with them. I've always had junkyard LS motors or Texas Speed. But it should be a fully forged deal that'll make like 1,300 horsepower if we really, really turn it up, so. We got our 6.2 liter LSA motor. Now the issue is, there's about 28 feet of Humvee ahead of where the motor goes. I think we're gonna try to lift it up, take this tire off, and then slide it in this way and slap it in. Scene, let's put the engine in the Humvee. All right, who wants to play the wedding music? We're basically marrying this thing right now. Come on, engine, get in there. Go to your home. Actually, this works slick. Keep going. Oh, yeah, just go straight down. It's good. Okay, how you feeling? How you looking over there?
This side just needs to come back pretty hard.
Oh, there it goes. God damn, I'm good. Woo! Now what we need to do is get that chain out of here and then see if the supercharger will actually fit on top of the engine still. Oh, hello, my sweetheart. That's gonna be tight. That's gonna be real tight. Oh, that is gonna be so close. The bottom half of the supercharger's in. Now the thing is, there's a lid that goes on top. I don't know if that lid's gonna fit. That's weird. That's weird how that did not work. You see, it didn't look that tall in the Cadillac. Well, here's where we're at. It doesn't fit. Yep, that's it. This doesn't fit. Guys, here's the thing, right? I've been off doing other crazy things, like being in Alaska filming a series you guys are gonna see really shortly, right? So I've been gone for the last 2 weeks. But here's the good news. While I was gone, the guys have made good progress. We need to do a body lift to get the engine to fit. Well, we did a body lift, got the engine in there. The radiator's going back in right now. I gotta hook up the radiator, some more wiring. And then you know what we're gonna be doing? Burnouts in this Humvee. How far are we away from this thing driving? Like 10 minutes?
A little longer than 10 minutes, maybe a couple days.
So, like 15 minutes. It's now time to see if the Humvee actually runs and starts and does things. And also, here's the other thing too. We're gonna try to start this thing up on a bass tune. It's probably not right at all. So the Terminator's just gonna have to figure its life out and try to figure out what it's trying to run, and hopefully it runs good enough to at least get it started and make sure it runs. Okay, it should have power hooked to it now. I don't know if it's gonna do anything, but it has power. Okay, that's...
Oh, okay. Yeah, he did hook it up right there.
No, that's hooked up wrong. That's just key on. It's like, look, this is should be just to turn the key on, not to start it. Hey, crank's nice. So you ever diffused a bomb and you're trying to decide which wire to cut, the red or the blue? Do I cut the purple or the purple? And boom. Okay. Ho, ho, ho. We're rocking and rolling, baby. Now all I need to do is figure out how to get it to crank. Everybody clear? Guys, that is the first time I've ever heard this motor run. This thing was in that Cadillac, and we never got that Cadillac to start. So, I don't even know if this motor's any good. Oh, guys, this is gonna be epic. I'm so excited. Basically, this is going pretty well for the fact of a first start. Normally, a first start ends with transmission fluid everywhere from a bunch of cooler lines you didn't hook up or a bunch of stupid stuff like that. But it cranked, fired right up, sounded pretty good. And it was only leaking just like a drop or two oils. I think, to be fair, if we get the transmission work on this bad boy, we can take her for a spin. Guys, it is officially time. The hood is on the Humvee. We still haven't got any of the wiring done, but that's okay because we're just gonna twist some wires together and make this thing run because we are taking this bad girl on her first official drive. So let's see how that goes. That was anticlimactic. Well, guys, here's the good news. The Humvee ran fantastic. The bad news is the steering on the Humvee is still screwed up from where I took it rock climbing a few years ago, so it's all over the road because the tires are like this at the moment, and it's now overheating because we forgot to wire up the electric fan. So we're gonna let it cool down, fix the steering, fix the electric fan, and then we're gonna put it on the dyno. You know what's funny, right? This Humvee you would think would be absolutely indestructible, but somehow we've managed to fuck up every tie rod on this thing by just crawling on some itty bitty rocks. Oh, and there was that one time I jumped it. But besides for that, pretty easy life. I don't know why it's fucked up. All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and test out the dyno real quick, just to make sure everything works like we want it to. Are you ready, Rylan?
I guess.
So right now we're gonna dyno Rylan. Okay, get it to spinning.
Okay.
There. I just realized this could be a show. Okay. All right, there we go. Dude!
God dang.
Oh my, you're a half a horsepower, man.
Let's go.
Yeah! Woohoo! Would you like your dyno graph? I can print this out for you and send it to you. You can mount this on your wall.
How much torque did I make?
Dude, you made 14 foot-pounds. I know, you're a ripper. Damn. Are we all gonna start making bets on what we think it's gonna make for horsepower? I don't know. It's got portals and big axles and big tires and all that's just gonna suck down horsepower a lot. I think 600?
50.
650? I don't think it makes that. Jesus. What do you, Wade?
427.
400 flat. I think 400 flat's what it makes. All right, everything's good. Auto zeroing the load cell. We're good to go. Let's put this back on. All right, I'm gonna say we got her pretty well locked in. That's exactly what she makes. She makes 342.5 horsepower to the tire and 364 foot-pounds of torque. But also I can notice that we can put more fuel to it as well. So I'm gonna send this log off. He's gonna change some stuff on the tune and we'll try this again. Gotta have it the perfect height to type with. Just hold on, it's not there. See, the thing is, it's really weird because it used to be the only thing we'd use to like tune things used to be screwdrivers and hammers and stuff. Now we got SD cards, we got laptops. My laptop crashed.
You know, Wes is not only just terrible on cars, he's terrible on electronics
Dude,
too.
I'll tell you what, I don't know what's wrong with this computer. So basically, here's where we're at, guys. We sent the tune to a tuner to see what was going on and it only made 2.5 pounds of boost. So basically, we figured out we accidentally had the bypass valve for the supercharger wired open, so it wasn't actually making as much boost as it needed to. So now, he did some modifications to the tune, so this thing might actually get up there and make some serious power. On normal circumstances, I'd sit here and be trying to make this work and make this perfect, but here's some good news. The thing is putting down really, really good foot-pound numbers. It's not putting down really impressive horsepower numbers, but to be honest, it's 37-inch tires, portals, a bunch of other stuff. But here's the good news. The Humvee is finally running mint. So, let's unstrap it, get it off the dyno, and go see what this thing's capable of now. Pretty good, and we just rolled it off the dyno, so there's one thing we need to test out to see if it works. Let's see if it does a burnout. Never mind, I lied to you. The Humvee's running like again. Come on. It was running really good on the dyno, and then we literally pull it outside and go to do something with it, and now it's just running like
That thing got up in the RPM range and it was like singing. It sounded good. What happened? Did you turn it off?
No, it just shut off.
We really need to try and stop it from going on gears.
Yeah, no.
Try that again, but
maybe don't get it so high on the RPM.
Just try and maybe pedal it before it changes gears.
Likes this section, guys. I don't know. I've tried like 4 times to do burnouts to this thing, and it won't do a burnout. I'm not sure just exactly why yet.
This is a bonus segment. If you stayed for this long in the video, you're about to get a bonus shot of what it's like when you just won't give up.
God dang, that's nice. You know what? I can feel really, really good about this ending. We built a LS swapped Humvee with a dang supercharger on it to do burnouts, and you know what? It does burnouts. Well, guys, thank you for watching today's video. Make sure you subscribe. We're trying to hit 5 million subs, and we'll see you guys next week.